And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And this one's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson off play action. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Raiders had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they showed what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, back to Sanders. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Here's Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, Gibson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Watson. Hard throw, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down at Stafford. Rager catches it left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. He's got room at the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. To throw is Stafford.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Watson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. A give to Gibson running right.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Once more, Gibson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Watson. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Watson looks to throw again.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Watson off play action.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Watson. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Sanders.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down and goal. Watson. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Miles Sanders. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Room here to run. Sanders shaking and baking. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson now to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running right, here's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, here's Stafford. Finding Gibson on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Open man has got one. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's the punter Martin out to kick it away. Here's Lewis to return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over. By the way, they've gone final now at SoFi Stadium. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much up. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're rush coming, and he's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Throwing now, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led